So here I've made a little signal generator in a box. Got a power switch. Down here we have a switch to go from sine wave, triangle, and square wave, and then this little green thing is a potentiometer I can turn to tune the signal. It's a function generator, maybe that's the correct term. The reason I had to build one is because I'm trying to build a little miniature oscilloscope. So you can see there's triangle, square. On the square wave it'd be nice if I could draw the lines up, connect between the two, and then there's sine wave. Now when I tune this, let's go ahead and look at the real oscilloscope. I mean, this thing isn't a perfect, I mean, it is pretty neat for the small little box it is. Sometimes the sine wave doesn't look quite right, but once you hit that sweet spot, you'll be able to find it. Let's go ahead and make it as slow as it goes. There you can see the sine wave. There's triangle. You see my little oscilloscope kind of works. I'll adjust the timing on my... There we go. So my little miniature oscilloscope the work is still in progress. We'll cover that one later. And then there's the square wave, triangle, sine. So the slowest it will go is about 5 Hertz, something like that. Anyway, I'll start tuning it faster until it maxes out at almost 6 kilohertz. It certainly is usable. A square, triangle, sine, they aren't perfect, but hey, I mean, they look pretty good. It's just a little Maxon radio box that I decided that maybe I would never use. And it already had this BNC connector on it, which happens to be the connector used for oscilloscopes and well, radio equipment. And so 9-volt battery, obviously. We have a LM324N chip, a couple capacitors, some resistors. That's it, and 4 little diodes. So parts wise, this thing is really cheap for producing the different sine waves. It's pretty cool. So true to form, I implemented a lot of hot glue to glue all this stuff in there. The switch, the pot, and the LED are all just hot glued because I'm lame like that. I actually thought about screwing it down, but didn't really seem like it was necessary. It fits so snug in there. So you can see the horror on the back. It's not terrible. I guess it could have been worse. But another look at the little resistors. It's pretty simple. The square, the triangle, and the sine wave are all being produced at once, so you could actually have multiple leads out here and be tapping into multiple at the same time. I don't think that I will need that. Who knows? But anyway, so that's why I ran these into this little multi-conductor switch, out of the switch into the jack. I was thinking that maybe I would need something to separate this battery to keep it from falling onto all of my wires and shorten something out, but when I put in all of these wires and you squish the lid down, the wires basically put enough pressure on it. I think it'll be fine. So I'll just leave it. I apologize for being too lazy to do a screen cap, so I'm just gonna point the camera at the screen. You guys will be alright. So this website here, circuitspecialists.com. I'll put a link to it, but this is where I found the schematic, and basically they sell a little kit for 12 bucks. You really can't beat it. Obviously I made my own, but that little board would have probably fit really nicely in my box. For 12 bucks you really can't beat it. You get all the parts. But anyway, I don't want to try to recreate their schematic, so I think you guys should just come buy the kit, or if you're like me, you can just click down here and they'll let you see their little manual, which explains some of the functionality on one page, and then there's your parts list, then there's the schematic. It's pretty easy. So basically we're using the quad OpAmp LM348. Here's A, B, C, and D of the 4 OpAmps in the chip. Of course, I used a different chip. I used a 324N for the IC. Obviously it works. 324N is really common, and I had a pile of them, so I just used that. So right here there's a voltage divider, so they can get a median voltage for the op-amps. That's why you see a full sine wave instead of just the positive side of it. So voltage divider, you've got your 3 op-amps. Here's a potentiometer. Not really sure what this does. You can read in their little manual and try to figure that out, but hey, it works. It's another voltage divider, but I don't know. It's feeding this one.